Welcome in, everybody. This is Pip's Planespotting live from GRR.
Victor 3436, turn right, Bravo 2, taxi gate via Bravo, Victor, cross 26 left of Bravo, and monitor ground point 8 on the other side, good day.
Yeah, Bravo 2, Bravo, Victor, cross 26 left at Bravo, and we'll monitor point 8 on the other side of the runway, Victor 3436.
And a good evening to everybody, wherever you are in the aviation world. This is Pip's Planespotting live from Grand Rapids International Airport. That's Gerald R. Ford International Airport, the former president. Hi, everyone. Got to turn things way down. Super sensitive today. There we go. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I am about to get hit by a thunderstorm. That's how I'm doing. But I have some shelter, somewhat of shelter. Grand Rapids here at Grand Rapids International Airport has a great viewing area. Probably one of the best in the country. It's got a park with bathrooms and also a water fountain. You just can't beat that. So I just arrived. This is Grand Rapids, yeah. So the exact town is just south of downtown by about 15 minutes. So it's southeast of Grand Rapids, Kentwood, Michigan, is either the technical term or technical word for the city. Yeah, I was on the road nonstop today. So I've been very busy. A bubbler? What's a bubbler?
Grand Rapids Tower 1219 mics on the visual runway 17.
Station 121 Mike, Grand Rapids Tower, 11012, runway 17, clear to land.
17 cleared to land, 19 mic.
So this is about as most action as you're going to see at Grand Rapids, but I've always liked this airport in part because of this viewing park that is available to the people here in the Grand Rapids area. And it's seen an increase in traffic due to not only Allegiant now flying here, but also Southwest flies here as well. Oh, a water fountain. Yes, they do have a bubbler then. Absolutely, they do. So right now we're looking at runway 17 because runway 826 right in front of us is closed for a couple weeks for work on it. That is Delta 2160, 737 900 going to Atlanta. And Jamshed, good afternoon to you. We've made it here in Grand Rapids, which I'm thrilled about. Thanks to our local buddy Brody giving me some good advice. I had to sleep in a little bit because I caught a super early morning flight yesterday to get to Chicago. So forgive me for that. But I am here, and I think most of the bad weather is gone. Still the possibility of some thunderstorms in the area, but not quite confident on that. Maybe 30% chance as I adjust the audio a little bit. Yeah, we're hopeful that we won't be rained on, Jamshed, as we have inbound arrival to runway 17. But there is a little apron over me, so offers marginal protection. But this is a Cessna 680 on the visual that's inbound. So I'm not going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom out. There's a tight left turn there. But I'm excited to be here. I've wanted to get here for a long, long time, so this is very exciting for me. And we'll be here for the next couple hours till the battery runs out. Got a nice headwind though, so shouldn't have too long of a landing. The main runway they have is runway 826, and that's about 10,000 feet. But they're doing some work on it right now, and that's unfortunate because they land and take off right in front of us. So this is crisscross 90-degree runway, 1735.
Going to be a Bravo Zulu cross 26 left at Bravo.
Bravo 3, Bravo, and then that Alpha or Delta that's
So there's our Delta 2106.
Bravo Delta Zulu across 26 left. Monitor ground 0.8 on the other side of 26 left. Good day.
Whoa, sounds like an interesting morning, Lisa. Yeah, I saw some pretty big storms getting through Oshkosh there this morning.
Delta 2160, fly at runway heading clear for takeoff runway 17.
Pretty wild stuff. All right, 2106 got the go-ahead. Well, I hope your house is okay, Lisa. That's crazy. But being in the Midwest in late July and the upper Midwest, not unexpected, right? I would say we get about a 15-knot headwind. We'll get the METAR here in just a second. But this is one of the things I like to do, smaller airports that don't get as much of attention, so it's exciting being here. Well, that's good to hear, Lisa. Using up most of the runway there. Full load going back to Atlanta. Wow. Did not expect them to use that much. But they are in the air. Chantel.
Contact Great Lakes departure. Good day.
LFC Delta 2160.
Hey girl, what's happening? Here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's what's happening. Greetings to you, being late on a Tuesday evening. An inch of rain, huh? Those are some pretty good storms, eh? The airport named after the late President of the United States, Gerald R. Ford. And it's really a nice airport. It's not huge. I believe their record last year was about 3 million passengers. But that's growing. And Grand Rapids is also home to some pretty famous people and companies. So like Amway. Also college that's here just outside of Grand Rapids is Central Michigan. Did you get any hail out there, Lisa? Yeah, they're doing some storm chasing, I'm sure, Chantel. There's been some weather in the upper Midwest. It's scooted by Chicago and my sister's house in the morning. And got a nice wind, mid-70s, so much nicer than yesterday. No hail, that's a good thing. Good night, everybody who logged on. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for being a part of Grand Rapids. So right now we've got a little bit of lull. With the weather going on here in Grand Rapids in the northern Midwest, we've got some delayed flights. So let's run down what we got for you over the next couple of hours. We're expecting Delta 2297 from Minneapolis to arrive in about a half hour, and then behind them, about an hour away, is Allegiant 4541 on an A320. We just saw the departure of Atlanta, or Delta 2106 from Atlanta. Had a couple of canceled flights earlier today. We did catch, right when we got on the scene, 3436, an Embraer E170 from Newark, United. It also looks like the Chicago flight 5250 is a little slow out the gate, heading here to Grand Rapids. But I'm thrilled to be here. So we'll see what else sneaks through here, but I'll give you a little pan. So as I go to the right here, and I point straight to the north, so that's to the north, where you see some of the storm clouds. There you see the ARF firefighting apparatus, the ARF station, Airport Rescue Firefighting. Sorry I wasn't able to get here earlier, but I needed some sleep and to do some laundry. And then as we pan out to the east, towards Detroit, and then the camera turns to the southeast, it's a very nice little park here. They've got parking areas, they've got also bathrooms. Lisa calls it a bubbler, a water fountain. So I'll pan over to this side. I'm inside like an outdoor pavilion, so yeah, there you got water fountain, bathroom. So that's pretty nice, actually. I honestly think it's a model that the other airports should follow, or the community foundation. So that's pretty awesome that they decided to do this. Kudos to them. Give them high marks. And it's good architecture airport. That tower is planning on being torn down to make way, I think, for another parking garage or the terminal expansion. And that's an older terminal. It's kind of iconic, though. The airport was named after Gerald Ford in 1999. The airport has 3 runways. Yeah, Lisa, it is really nice. Like I said, this is honestly probably top. I would go for. I've been to about 50 airports, and for places to spot that are set aside, this is probably in the top 3 right here.
Number 629 Romeo, Mike Gredimus Tower, wind 200 at 10, runway 17, clear to land.
Looks like United only has 1 gate, so that 175 or 170 was waiting for that 737 to push back. So really quick before we catch that arrival, 3 runways here at Grand Rapids. You've got runway 8 right, 26 left, which is the one currently closed right in front of us. Then you've got 8 left, 26 right, and runway 1735. Yeah, and last year they had almost 3.5 million passengers come through Grand Rapids, which is a record. Airlines that fly through here are Allegiant, American Airlines, American Eagle, Delta Airlines and their Delta Connection, Frontier, Southwest, and United. There's a couple flight cancellations, Lisa, but again, this isn't busy like Chicago. This is going to be a little bit slower. They only typically have, I was looking yesterday, but they typically only have 4 or 5, on average, 4 or 5 arrivals per hour. So this is a little bit smaller airport. You know, this reminds me more like Green Bay size, or a little bit bigger than Green Bay. But Allegiant Airlines actually has a crew base here. And so they fly to a lot of locations, including Las Vegas, Nashville, Orlando, Sanford, Phoenix Mesa, Punta Gorda, Florida, Sarasota, St. Petersburg. Then also seasonal destinations to Austin, Boston, Fort Lauderdale, Los Angeles, Newark, Portland, Savannah. So kind of bigger than Indianapolis, it reminds me of. But a cool Midwestern airport. Southwest is getting everywhere. I'm still waiting for my friend to tell me when they're going to fly to Canada. So thanks for everybody tuning in, because yeah, it's not the busiest airport, but it's really beautiful here, and it's easy access for plane spotting. And you know me, you plane spotting veterans, you know, not everybody lives near O'Hare, so these smaller airports deserve to be appreciated as well. And yeah, that's what I like doing, highlighting different airports. So we'll be here for the next couple of hours. If you know anybody from Grand Rapids, come on down. Make sure to like and subscribe and share. If you missed yesterday's broadcast, I did condense some of the highlights, and I hope that you'll take a chance to watch that if you didn't get to see all of the highlights. So, hope you do that. So we've got an arrival here. The runway is 17.
Tower Station 1907, Mike with you on a visual runway 17.
Station 1907, Mike, right up at the tower, wind 200,
Looks like a Beechcraft.
17, clear to land.
Clear to land 1707, Mike.
Plain Jane. Well, thank you so much for lurking, Plain Jane. So wonderful to hear you. Yeah, Clive, great to see you, bud, man. Long time no see. Yeah, we're here in Grand Rapids. This is my first stream, in fact. So I'm kind of making what hopefully be a circle throughout the Midwest. So tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to be in Detroit, which should be a lot of fun. That, of course, the Delta Hub. All right, Lisa, you stay safe and stay dry as well. We'll talk to you tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, Clive, the plan is to go from Detroit to Cleveland to Columbus, Ohio, hopefully to Cincinnati, and then back home to Chicago. Or not back home, but back to my sister's house. I'm spending some time working on some things, so I'm going to be out traveling, which is great. So I like being here. So there's Grand Rapids International Airport. And yeah, first stream ever here from here. First time ever being here, which is kind of cool. So we're going to keep an eye on the weather. That hopefully won't prevent any of the arrivals. But we did have some storms earlier in Grand Rapids as I was making my way up here. And there are just some great people up here in Grand Rapids. Met one of them yesterday actually at Chicago O'Hare who's helped me. His name was Brody. And he's a plane spotting enthusiast. There's our Cessna jet arrival. Whoops. Inbound from Willow Run there in suburban Detroit.
Mike to right, Bravo 3, cross runway 26 left at Bravo and hold short of Delta, contact ground point 8.
Weather 3, 26 left, Bravo, and then hold short of Delta, still some Mike.
Well, great, Clive. Hopefully we'll do one about a day. Me too. Because I have only, last time I flew through Detroit was only quickly. And this is this trip's part of project, what I call a Hail Mary. Because I need a miracle. Trying to get new subscribers and attention. And try and make this full time so I can do it. But I am definitely looking forward to Detroit, also Cleveland. And for me, the personal favorite, I'm looking forward to Cincinnati because that's a big cargo hub as well. And that's exciting. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. I am Pip. This is episode, I didn't put it down, but this is actually episode 56. I'll be staying the night here in Grand Rapids and then on the road tomorrow. I really would like to catch one of the 717s that fly in here So I may sneak by here in the morning before I head to Detroit, but we'll see. It's a pretty sharp looking Cessna right there. Like the paint scheme. I think that's a 525. And that's the terminal. We were in Chicago, and at Chicago O'Hare had some technical difficulties in the morning, but then that worked out in the evening for the most part. Just one of those weird airports. But regardless, it was fun to see things. And if you missed it, I did a recap of the video, a recap of what we saw. So I hope that you guys will get a chance to watch that as well. Keegan, what time are we here? We're now in Eastern Time Zone. It is currently 5:14.
Delta Victor, be ready to position runway 17.
256 Delta Victor, ground this tower for the weather. Turn right, heading 300, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Right turn, 300, clear for takeoff, runway 17.
5:15 local time. This Cessna Citation jet getting ready to take off. Headed off to the DC area, it looks like. Yeah, I hope so too. I think it'll be okay. I've been trying to watch the coverage maps on what kind of technology they have, so I'll cross my fingers for the hotspot. Well, hello from Iran to you. Hello from Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where we're at. Thank you for saying hi. We're here at Grand Rapids International Airport in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Willington.
6 Delta Victor, contact Great Lakes departure, good day.
Thanks for your help, 6 Delta Victor.
Yeah, and make sure to like and subscribe. Don't be shy. And thank you for saying hi, Willington. Sun trying to peek out. I'll tell you, it's a nice day because we got a nice wind after the storms move through. And mid-70s for the temperature. Oh, you know what? Thank you for the compliment. Glad that you could join us for the great live stream. Make sure to subscribe and welcome. I forgot to put the latest weather conditions. So let's take a moment, get the latest weather conditions here from the airport, see where we're at. All right, we got a south wind, which we were expecting. Well, thank you so much, Willington. Great. Yeah, so current conditions, just recorded about 20 minutes ago. Winds out of the south at 11 knots, 10 statute miles of visibility, scattered clouds at 800, broken 3200, and a temperature 23 degrees Celsius, 21 dew point, altimeter 2980, lightning distant south and southwest into the weather, so gotta watch out for that. Yeah, as I was mentioning before on the broadcast, Grand Rapids had a record year last year for passengers. Almost 3.5 million passengers made it through Grand Rapids. And this isn't one of the busy airports like we had in Chicago yesterday. So on average, you have about, between departures and arrivals, 6 to 8 aircraft movements. But I do like that old school tower. That's one of my favorites. The airport recently finished a project to add 8 gates, which you see right there to the left side. And then the tower they're going to work on taking down to build a rental car facility. So they're going to need a new tower as well. So they got funding for that from the federal government. So a lot of good things happening here in Grand Rapids. Just kind of waiting to see what's going on with this United 737. It's just blocked out and just hanging there. Don't know what it's doing. Wes Jess, you know what's funny? I was actually just thinking that in my head. Savannah is definitely on the list, and you know why, of course, Wes Jess. I'm sure you know, but Savannah Airport is home to Gulfstream. So you see all sorts of great private jets. Of course, an ever-expanding, growing demand for air travel to Savannah because it's a vacation destination, but an excellent suggestion. I will definitely do it. And speaking of that, of going to all these different airports, we love doing it. I love doing it. It's just me, Pip. And if you want to contribute to the channel, you can do so via Super Chat or Super Like. That way we can cover the costs associated with traveling. But also we can have some fun too. And so thanks for all the support that all of you have so far done. That's how it made this possible, this trip. So thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in and being part of the action. And if you know somebody who loves aviation, tell them to join in. I'm actually a former flight dispatcher. Technically, I guess I'm still a current dispatcher. I'm not employed by an airline. But I have my flight dispatcher certificate and worked for Breeze Airlines and Envoy Air, American Airlines regional affiliate, for 4 years. So I've got some aviation knowledge to go. Des Moines, okay, that's a good request as well. And I think if I go to Des Moines, I'll have to go to Keegan, also Omaha maybe. Yeah, so go Omaha and then Kansas City. So Des Moines, Kansas City, Omaha, and back. That would be a fun trip, for sure. Looks like we might have some weather rolling in. I'm keeping an eye on the radar, and I'll let you know if it gets too bad and I have to pack up. But right now, I am under a roof, so, and the wind is blowing from my back. So if I get wet, it'll be the backside. Hopefully not the equipment. Yeah. So, and let me show you. They've got a nice little spotting park here. I'll pan around again. So you can drive here. It's open from sunrise to sunset. So they've got bathrooms here. As you can see, there's a little roof, which I'm under, which is great. Nice little flowers and wildflowers. So you can park right there. Right now, we would normally be airplanes right in our face from runway 826, but it's actually closed. Right now, the only runway they're using is runway 1735. Des Moines is the best. Drake University, right? Keegan, are you from Des Moines? I see Delta 2297 on descent, should be on the ground in the next 5 minutes. Okay, nearest downtown. Very cool, dude. An A320 is headed our way just before it looks like the weather's going to blow through. Yeah, so we got showers to the immediate south and east of us. We'll see how that weather manifests itself. I was just saying dearest downtown. I didn't know if that was you live in downtown or whatnot. But next arrival will be in about another half hour of Allegiant. And Chicago's 5250, I don't see a cancellation on it. Delta 5510 was canceled on a CRJ 900 from Detroit. But for Chicago and United 5250, that still looks like it's in play. I see our A320 now. There you can see it in the distance of the picture. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. We're here at Grand Rapids, or I should say Gerald R. Ford Grand Rapids International Airport. So Gerald R. Ford International Airport. The former president is who they've named the airport after. Oh, starting to hear some thunder in the background. We'll see how long we can hold out here with the weather. And make sure you like and subscribe, and if you know people who love aviation, this is a great channel to watch. I've never been to this airport before, so this is a new one to cross off the list. I'm very excited. Yeah, Keegan, I will be in Cleveland hopefully on Saturday.
Taxi gate via Bravo, Delta, and what's your gate?
Alpha 12 for Delta 2297.
The 2297, Roger, be Bravo, Delta, Mike, cross 26 left at Bravo, monitor ground point 8 on the other side.
Bravo Delta Mike to the gates and monitor ground on the other side, cross 26 left, Delta 2297.
Thanks everybody for the likes and tuning in. Again, this is Pips Planespotting Live, episode 56. I'm being attacked by flies.
Grand Rapids Tower, citation 717 Echo Hotel is with you on the RNAV to 17.
Station 717 Echo Hotel, Grand Rapids Tower, wind 190 at 9er, runway 17, clear to land.
Clear to land
I don't know where
177 Echo
all these
Hotel.
flies came from. It's like a storm of flies. ERB, hey, hey. What is happening? Good to see you, my friend. One of the best. We have all sorts of people here today. So nice. Salt Lake City will be probably in a week and a half, Kagan. So about 10, 12 days. There's our Delta A320 from Minneapolis right in front of us, taxiing in. In ERB, I know you'll appreciate these facts, so
Confirm 7 Echo Hotel is cleared to land.
7 Echo Hotel, affirmative, runway 17, clear to land, the wind now 210 at 7.
Cleared to land 17, 7 Echo Hotel.
you'll appreciate some of these facts, ERB, so thanks for everybody's patience. But This airport has took in about 3.5 million passengers last year, and it is named after former U.S. President Gerald Ford. And Allegiant, Frontier, United, Southwest, American, and Delta all fly in here. This airport is Grand Rapids, Michigan. So this is in the I would say the western part, west-northwest part of the state of Michigan here in the United States. It's about a 3-hour drive to Detroit. Yep, so this airport is named after him. And also FedEx, yes. Should be expecting a FedEx here later, Clive. So yes, that is correct. But I was just thinking commercial passenger airlines. So NetJets, Cessna, business jet. He was vice president, that's correct. He was vice president when Richard Nixon was in office. And then he became president after Richard Nixon resigned.
That's firm. 7 Echo Hotel, from the back taxi to Victor, then Kilo to parking, monitor ground, 0.8, leaving the runway, good day.
Victor to Kilo, monitor ground, 0.8, 7 Echo Hotel, good day.
Yeah, we'll go to Des Moines eventually. Yeah, for sure. There's the main terminal. It's getting dark here with this storm clouds rolling through. Makes sense, ERB. Makes sense. It was back in the 70s. Long before I was born, actually. So we'll be here for the next little bit. It's just a nice nature park here. Well, I'm being attacked by flies. I don't know if I ate something that I smell, or it's my deodorant or cologne or what.
Jet 998, Grand Rapids Tower, fly runway heading, maintain 3000, runway 17, go for takeoff.
Which one is going to go to the runway first? Okay, that one. Good job, guys. You figured out what was going to happen. Love the engine, sound of the engines in the Learjet.
For 629er Romeo Mike, fly runway heading, runway 17, go for takeoff.
Yo, Legitimate Aviation, what up, bud? Good to see you. Yeah, you got to represent the smaller airports, am I right? You're doing a great job with your Boise stream. I'll eventually be up there, but yeah, I'm visiting family here in the Midwest, so I thought I'd sneak up to Grand Rapids. I'd never been here, so I wanted to hang out here.
128.4, another jet 998.
So that is what I'm doing. I'll be in Detroit tomorrow or Friday, hopefully. And then on to Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, and we'll go from there. Absolutely, man. Well, I certainly understand life happens, and, you know, sorry you couldn't tune into Chicago. It was a ton of fun once we actually figured out how to get technology working. And, yeah, I actually made a video. I don't know if you saw it, just in case you missed it, so that people who missed the stream had an opportunity to also see things. Ooh, Raleigh's a good choice. I think what'll happen with that one is hopefully we'll get to Raleigh in the fall, legitimate, because Air France is taking over Delta's RDU to Paris route. So if we do go to Raleigh, it probably hopefully will be after that happens. So that'll be cool. They really could have one of those seagulls come over and eat all these flies. So ERB, you're just joining. Again, this is Grand Rapids International Airport, Gerald R. Ford. But I'm at a little plane spotting park here. You can see they've got tables here with thunder in the background. I'm currently covered by a roof, which is good. But they actually have bathrooms and a water fountain as well. Nashville's a good one. If I don't do Louisville on this trip, what I may do is do like Louisville and Nashville and Memphis. Or maybe do Louisville, Nashville, and then Cincinnati again. A little triangle or line. Good option. Good suggestion, legitimate. No. Now we're rolling here. Next arrival for Grand Rapids. Looks like they'll be on the next 20 minutes.
Visual runway 17.
Jet 998, Grand Rapids Tower, runway 17, cleared land, wind 2304.
K17 clear to land, Northern Jet 998.
Let's just show you what's behind me in the weather. We could do by state. Okay, that's a good option. So there's the weather behind me. We'll see what it brings. It's, I think, moving off to the north, the northeast. So we'll see where it lands. So I'm currently monitoring radar right now. So I've got inbound Legion 541 and Airbus A320 10 minutes out. And then a private jet arrival I see right in the shadow of the storm coming into the picture right there. So currently this Grand Rapids is in the Eastern time zone, so it's 5:45 locally. A video about the Grand Ole Opry. Well, that's way out of my, I have no knowledge on that, so I'm going to have to get a friend or somebody. ERB. Remember, the clinking in the background is my scanner, so we can get a good ATC frequency. I plugged that right in to our channel, so there it's currently scanning. James! What's happening, James? Great to see ya.
Bravo 3, and you go back to parking?
Bravo 3, yes, back to parking from Northern Jet 998.
Jet 98, roger, taxi via Bravo Delta Foxtrot, cross 26 plus that Bravo and monitor ground 28 on the other side.
Today we are at Grand Rapids International Airport in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's named after President Gerald Ford. And it's starting to rain here at Gerald Ford. Got some precip. That's right. You're right, Jamshed. British Airways does fly to Nashville. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's another international carrier besides WestJet, a long-range one that will fly into Nashville. There you can see precipitation starting to roll in. Hope. Speedbird does fly into NOLA. Also Cincinnati. Don't forget Cincinnati, which will be at this upcoming trip.
Legion 541's on the RNAV 17. Legion 541, tower 12105, runway 17, clear to land. Clear to land, 17, Legion 541.
Nope. Starting to feel a little precip action. Like I said, I knew it was going to be at my back. So I was prepared for it. That's right, Jamshed, you do. And also Arizona and San Antonio. Keep an eye out for Allegiant, an Airbus A320 from Phoenix Mesa.
Legion 541, looks like you're below it there. How's the ride? 541, picked up the runway here about 2,300 feet and smooth ride through that weather. Thank you.
Kind of fun having a little weather. And also this nice shelter is keeping me dry. And remember to like that thumbs up button or squish that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. And subscribe and share with friends if you like what you see. All right, sounds great, Jamshed. You know, I would have hit you up if I had more time and didn't have to go to the my friend's wake. I would have gone down to San Antonio and Austin, but sometimes life happens, so I will take you up on that offer. Ooh. Nice, dude. Legitimate. Going up to Vancouver. I'll definitely have to check that out if I'm able to. Good choice. It is popular, I will tell you that much, Vancouver. So you'll have a lot of great friends there.
Legion 541, right Bravo 2, right Bravo, ground 20. Right Bravo 2, Bravo, over ground, Legion 541. 77 Echo Hotel, Grand Star. I'm showing a heavy to extreme precip all around to the south of the airport. You want to just take a delay on the runway and let me know what heading you think you want? Yeah, no problem. Citation 717, Echo Hotel, runway 17. You're clear for takeoff. Delay on the runway is approved. Just advise the heading you'd like. Okay, 7 Echo Hotel is cleared for takeoff. Delay on the runway approved, and we'll let you know. Thank you.
Tex-Mex. You said the two favorite words put together, Jamshed. Tex-Mex. Runway 17, we've got Cessna 560. another test run. Headed off. I'm sure you do, Jamshed. I definitely love the Four Seasons. You know, I love Texas, but it would be hard to live in just 2 seasons. It is raining, and there's also thunder, ERB. No, now it's starting to really come down. This is what I miss, too. This is a summer thunderstorm. This is what we have in the Midwest, you know? We don't get it in Utah. Now it's really starting to come down. Jamshed, that's why you got to move up to Flagstaff. Get a little snow action. A little seasons action.
Requesting a 210 heading, and if we're still clear for takeoff, we'll go. Yep, 7 Echo Hotel, you're clear for takeoff, 17, flighting 210. Heading 210, clear for takeoff, 17, 7 Echo Hotel.
All right. If anybody can barely see the Cessna, my camera can't because it's raining so hard. But again, I'm under the pavilion, and I'm going to stay here as long as I'm able to. The old ground frost. 82 degrees, wow. I wonder if they closed the ramp here because of the thunder. We'll find out when Allegiant tries to go into the gate.
Citation 7 Echo Hotel, Canada Early departure, good day. 7 Echo Hotel, good day, sir.
It's not only wind, but it's mostly rain, James. It's like, I would say, moderate to heavy precipitation. So I've zoomed out as far as I can. Camera's got a little bit of precip on it. Not too much, though. All right, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, Clive. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll keep you updated what's happening. But we'll be in the loop. Take care. Yeah, they're most definitely going into IFR. So, yeah, for sure. Actually, you know what? The newest METAR should have just come out. Let's check that out. Alright, so take a quick look. Oh, 46 degrees tomorrow, ERB. Wow. That is quite a change in the weather. Nope, saw my first lightning strike. All right, so current conditions show winds from the southwest at 8 knots, 4 statute miles, thunder showers, broken 2200. So technically, you do not require an alternate, but usually try and put one on if there's thunderstorms in the forecast. So here, let me show you. So there you can see some rain coming down pretty good. That's pretty wild though, ERB. It's quite a temperature change. Next arrivals will be a Honda Jet from Dallas Addison. Love the little Honda Jet. Then it'll be a Delta 2058, an A321 from Atlanta. And Dallas looks like American 1576, an Airbus A320 from Dallas. Will be the next arrivals in the next hour. Also, we were waiting on a Chicago departure. I think it's delayed by about an hour, United 5250. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on the skies, and yeah, I'll let you know when the Honda Jet is on final, James. Let me know if you let me know if you guys can hear the thunder in the background as this United Express flight departing the gate. Stand by. Looks like that is United 3495 headed to Newark. So it's going to depart the south-facing runway. And with the rain as an obscuration, it's tougher for my camera to see, so apologize.
You're now current. Down a mile and a half, correction, mile and three-quarter visibility, and rain and thunderstorms missed. Altimeter 270.
Oh, so we're down to a mile and a half. Well, guess that means we are now needing an alternate. Dispatch alert, flight dispatch alert. You guys talking about food? I still have like 2 hours more broadcasting. Dang it.
Figure 3495 Gunner's Tower, show heavy precip extends about 3 south and moderate about another 5 miles after that. Fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 17, takeoff, you guys at 495.
Michigan is known for, oh, that's Little Caesar's Pizza, man. Little Caesar's Pizza was founded in Detroit, but also they're known for Detroit-style pizza, apples. They had some killer apples in Michigan, killer orchards. It sure is, James. My camera is having trouble focusing.
3495, kind of Greeley departures, yeah.
Departure C, over here, 3495.
So there's the rain clouds. There's the sun. Their little break you can start to see. Just throwing this out there. How many of plane spotters do you know would stand through a rainstorm? I don't know, not many, but this guy named Pip would. So if you like what you see and you like my hard work, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to contribute, you can do so via Super Chat or Super Like. Yep, that's square pieces. You got it, James. That's right. The square pieces. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Bringing the noise, sharing, getting out there, trying to. This is part of Project Hail Mary. Try and get to many airports as I can to attract people from all over America and hopefully have them subscribe and make this a viable business and educate people because I love aviation, man. Thank you, James. I know I kind of ployed it, so. That's starting to clear up a little bit, hopefully. Ah, James, thank you. That is very generous of you. Thank you so much. You're a gentleman and a scholar. That means a lot. Thank you very much. You know, everything I do for you, in the words of that song, and you great people. You're not my fans, you're my friends. Because we love aviation, a lot of us are in aviation, and we can help each other out.
Over 5490, going up Fairwind 1705, runway 17, clear to land.
Double relax. Yeah, rain for a lot of people is very cathartic, relaxing, James. It's like I'm bringing you aviation and ASMR at the same time. So I'll keep quiet. And I see Delta 5490 inbound from Minneapolis. It's a CRJ 900. So hopefully my camera will hold out to get the perspective. So I'll try and zoom in very slowly so it doesn't blur. We still have like 2 more hours of sunlight yet. It's so dark that the airport's beacon is, you can see it now.
Tower November 997, Whiskey Sierra, final runway 17.
I'm Jet 999, correction 997, Whiskey Sierra, going up star wind 1705, number 2, runway 17, clear to land.
Just to that, runway 17.
All right, I see our CRJ in the distance. You can start to see it make the picture there. You can start to see its contrails too. The moisture off the wings.
I 490, turn right at the end, ground point 8 today.
Yes, that's correct, Jim. That's it. Yeah, I did. My bad.
Wind 6. Wind 1604.
Wind check for the Honda Jet. Keep an eye out for it. It is the next arrival.
Johnson, 228, Greenwich Tower, number 2 on a Honda Jet on a 3-mile final, runway 17, clear land.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 17.
So we've got a Honda Jet, an HA420, one of my favorites, based in Greensboro. And then we've got the delayed Chicago to Grand Rapids flight arriving too on a CRJ 200. And if you're just tuning in, encourage you to like and subscribe. Having some weather now at the airport, thunderstorms rolling through. And I believe I can see our Honda Jet there in the distance. Little dot. Oh, it's like saying Pepsi or Coke. As a dispatcher, I hated Bombardier products. So I was always a fan of Embraers. They were, CRJs are good planes. They fly. I hear a lot from captains that they fly awesome. But for dispatching, it's a little different animal.
Whiskey Sierra, where you park?
I'll take that.
Sun Whiskey Sierra, roger, turn right at Alpha and ground 20.
That could be Alpha 21.
Yeah, it's a sharp-looking plane. You can actually fly it. The plane is meant for one pilot, which is kind of cool. The range is pretty limited, but yeah, the engines are kind of unique on where they put. Yep. I'll keep it close up there until I see our, oh, there's our CRJ 200 in from Chicago. Making it through the clouds there. Sorry for the blurriness. That's a pretty awesome landing right there by that pilot. From Air Wisconsin.
Turn right at Bravo 2, right on Bravo, ground 20.
Right on 2, Bravo.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's pretty unique, ERB. I've been a big fan of it, and it's built in Greensboro, North Carolina, where I lived for a few months when I started my dispatching career. I think the list cost for one of these is under $5 million. Which is pretty rare for a business jet. Oh, and here we got a second wind of heavy rain. You can see this giant rain cloud. You really could, ERB, have this in the backyard. Rain's really starting to come down here. But thankfully, I am still dry. All right, James, I'm going to shut up and have you enjoy the sounds of Precinct. That's all right. Now we can barely see the terminal, ERB. It's raining so hard my camera can't get in focus. Now we can barely see it. You can barely make out the silhouette of the Airbus A320. That would have been, that's a great dream right there, ERB. No, I haven't heard anything about the ramp closing. I think it's just heavy rain. Let's see if we can see the CRJ here. That's taxiing back. Barely. Now we can at least see the beacon. I'd like to thank Grand Rapids for this beautiful airport and most importantly the pavilion that is protecting me from the rain. Expect a Cessna Citation 525 in the next 5 minutes. If we can see it, which I doubt we'll be able to. But after this heavy rain cell, I'm showing clear skies to the west. And then some scattered showers over Lake Michigan. Well, you know what, ERB? It's all thanks to the good people who contributed to this little park. I was looking at the donation list that the Airport Community Fund has, and it's pretty expansive. So it all goes to them. All the credit goes to them. So kudos. In fact, I was saying this to Lisa when I got on, that this is probably one of the top 3 plane spotting areas that I've ever been to, and I've been to close to 50 airports. So far, this is definitely in the top 3. Yeah, James, it's a little bit of all 3. So let me show you here. We'll do another turn to the left or right. I'll go to the right first. There you can see like the rain coming off the roof. Well, there goes the lightning. But yeah, James, so you have... Okay. Oops. Mother Nature is mad. So you've got these bathrooms right here, which are great. You've got a picnic area. You can see the roof above here.
5 Fox November, you with me?
Just made switch, ILS, or sorry, RNAV 17, 5 Fox November.
5 Fox November, runway 17 RVR 1,600, and the wind is 140 at 6, runway 17, clear to land.
Did he say RNAV?
Clear to land, 5 Fox November.
RVR is 1,600. That's it's pretty low. It's basically Cat 1 minimums. Yeah, man, it's got bathrooms too, which was a big selling point, and water fountain. So if you're expecting Pip's Plane Spotting Live, we've been, a diversion is happening. Mother Nature's got other ideas. So if nothing else, if you appreciate me standing out in the rain. James Meany does. I'd appreciate a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. I hope with the new airport in Pittsburgh, James, they do kind of the same thing. And no, my camera is not that foggy. It's actually that low of visibility. I cannot see. That's right, ERB.
About a mile and a half.
Thank you.
I don't know if you cut that lightning and thunder combo there. That was pretty epic. Yeah, ERB, a little, oh, there it goes again.
Hey, just a heads up, when I get you out there for takeoff, plan you can have a delay on the runway to look at the weather and see what you think. I'm showing heavy to extreme, kind of all over the south and southwest of the airport. I don't know what you guys are thinking for departure.
Yeah, we're looking at that as well.
Okay. 5 Fox November, turn right, Bravo 3 and ground point.
Bravo 3, ground point 8, 5 Fox November.
Hey, 2171 for now, fly runway heading, runway 17, clear for takeoff, delay on the runway approved, traffic 10 mile final.
Okay, runway 17, clear to take off on runway heading, and delay on the runway through 2171.
And just like that, it starts to subside.
The runway 17 RVR now, 6000.
Grand Rapids Tower, Hawker 5, Foxtrot Charlie, inbound, RNAV 17.
Hawker 855, Foxtrot Charlie, Grand Rapids Tower, runway 17 RVR, touchdown 5500, rollout 2000, traffic departs Friday, arrival, runway 17, clear to land.
Clear to land, 17, Hawker 5, Foxtrot Charlie.
And the wind is 150.
Roger.
Okay, never mind. Another downpour. This has been fun, entertaining, guys. You're gonna have some fun, and this is definitely fun. Maybe, so I hope you like and subscribe. New to the channel and enjoying what we're seeing here in Grand Rapids. Just waiting for this United departure. Taking a look at the weather and the runway before they depart. So that's United 2171 is 737-800 from Grand Rapids to Denver, heading to Denver.
Can you roll now? Traffic on a 3.5 mile funnel.
Right now, 2171 rolling.
Roger, runway heading where?
Take like 190 heading 2171.
2171, 190, clear for takeoff 17.
Heading 190, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
No, Infidel Fireman was not here. He was working, it sounds like, or taking care of some business, because I did text him, ERB. Notice how relaxed the tower guy is? This would never, he would never be that relaxed in JFK, Boston, or like anywhere else on the East Coast. would have been nice if they had runway 826 open, but sometimes you deal with what you're dealt with. And now clouds. There we go. We can see the terminal and tower again with no problems, as we have a Hawker arrival going through the clouds right now.
Hawker 5, Foxtrot Charlie, say parking.
We're going over to Northern Jet 5, Foxtrot Charlie.
5 Foxtrot Charlie, roger. Turn right Bravo 2, right Bravo, ground point 8.
Front 2 Bravo, ground point 8, 5 Foxtrot Charlie.
What a fun broadcast. I'm so grateful for all you who tuned in. It's been great. And most importantly, the equipment somehow stayed dry. I knew this was a possibility coming here today, so I was prepared for it as best I could be. .30 here locally in the evening. Grand Rapids is part of Eastern Time. And then another burst of rain now. Well, I thought we were almost done, but apparently not. Yeah, do not feed the ducks. You know why that is, ERB? Is because we don't want wildlife close to the runway for potential engine ingestion issues. Yep, exactly like Miami. Still got good visibility here. We can see all the way down to the cargo ramp. Again, the concrete closest to us here, that is runway 826, but that's been closed and will be until, I want to say, next week. So right now we only have runway 1735, which as a spotter is always a good thing because we know that's actually a really pretty shot. Because we know that's a Hawker. The FedEx one is Airbus A300, but we know where the planes are going to be coming with one of the runways closed. Yeah, an Airbus A300. It used to be the old cargo, not the old cargo, the old luxury liner for across the ocean. American had a lot of them. In fact, fun trivia fact, they used to fly the A300 and 310, and you'll see that in Home Alone. Oh, look at that cloud. That's really pretty. Look at how low it is. WestJess. This is Gerald R. Ford Grand Rapids International Airport in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And we are currently having a thunderstorm over our heads. So we're getting some nice summertime thunderstorms and some precip. I know, Gary, it definitely looks like a wild cloud for sure, but I actually just think it's scud. Haven't had any of the telltale signs in the area of tornadic activity or rapid rotation. It's pretty awesome. It's like literally ready to touch the ground. Let me slide it a little bit this way. Yeah, and the A300 is actually the you can fly that also on Microsoft Flight Simulator, ERB. Yeah, it's like ready to touch the ground. Just giant, what we call scud, or I don't know if it stands for anything, but I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to tornado seminars, and they'd call those clouds that just kind of float lowly, that don't necessarily intimate that there's a rotation. They call that scud. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 56 here on YouTube. And we are at Gerald R. Ford Grand Rapids International Airport in... forgot the name of the city. Just southeast of Grand Rapids, but the airport is actually in a city called... let me pull it on the map. Apologies. Kentwood. And hi to everybody who logged on and liked and subscribed. Great to see you guys. I just figured I'd broadcast until the battery wore out tonight, so we've probably got about close to 3 hours. And then we'll charge it up for tomorrow. Plan is, depending on how much sleep I get and how good I feel, to get some breakfast in me. Maybe come here real quick if I'm able. If not, then I'm going to drive to Detroit and then be ready for an evening show tomorrow in Detroit at Detroit Wayne County, as long as, knock on wood, of course, all the technology holds out. Because it was a mess yesterday in Chicago O'Hare, so larger airports might be an issue, so I'll cross my fingers and hope that you will too. Yep, 2 hours so far. Hardcore into it. We've seen a little bit of everything today. A little bit of weather, a little bit of plane spotting, a little corporate aviation. It's been a nice day. Could not ask for anything more. Especially considering the roof. So I'm really grateful for the roof too. You love the no feed sign, ARB. So at 6:40 locally, we're looking at the terminal for Grand Rapids International Airport, an airport that had 3.5 million passengers last year in 2022. I wonder if they'll pass 4 million this year. Definite possibility with how aviation is. In the next 30 minutes, we should see a Delta 2058. Hopefully, if the rain doesn't create zero visibility, Delta 2058 on an Airbus A321. American 1576 on an Airbus A320. FedEx 713 on an Airbus 300. And probably an hour after that, Southwest 332 from Chicago. And now we get a little bit of lightning again, folks. It is. I hope James is taking a nap. And if you'd like to just use the opportunity now of the rain and the thunder to relax, fall asleep, and take a nap, I will stay quiet and enjoy the rain. Excuse me while I wipe off the lens on the camera here real quick. Okay, sounds good, ERB. Have to buy a cover soon for this laptop. For the precip. Or the keyboard cover. I actually have a cover for the outside. I thought we were supposed to be done with rain. Once again, WSI, wrong forecast. Supposedly, we're on the northern end of this storm as I look as a radar. I also thought the rain was supposed to be an hour ago, done an hour ago. But nope, we're still going strong here.
This tower, hello, Delta 2058, with you on the RNAV, runway 17.
Delta 2058, Gerald Tower, the wind is calm, and runway 17, you're clear to land.
7 clear to land, Delta 2058. Please let us know if that changes significantly.
Yeah, it's looking better. Out to the west looks better. In the event of a missed approach for Delta 2058, turn right heading 270, I maintain 3000.
270, 3000, Delta 2058.
All right, so we've got our inbound Delta 2058. Airbus A321 from Atlanta, and clouds clearing up just enough for some landings just in time. That was very nice of Mother Nature. And I can actually see 3 miles out, Delta 2058. So things are improving. Another butter landing today, folks, in the rain. Check out that landing in slow motion when it starts reverse thrust.
And tower, just fire up. We had the field side at about 7 or 8 mile final. The top bases were spotted for 2500 MSL, so Great visibility all the way in, range started at the threshold, and then it looks like that nasty cells are about 2 miles off the departure into the runway, but wouldn't want to go down.
Well, 2058, understand, thank you.
I'm happy now because visibility is improving, ERB, just in time for that Delta arrival. That probably is the largest plane that they service here at Grand Rapids. Is an Airbus A321.
And go ahead with the Pirate.
Wisconsin 9882, Grand Rapids Tower, previous arrival just reported getting field sites in sight 7 to 8 miles in. We should have it probably short of 2,500 for the bases, and no issue on the bound.
Okay, what are the current winds?
Wisconsin 9882, the wind is calm, runway 17, your clear to land.
Clear to land, and in the event of a miss, we're going to need a hard right turn here, Wisconsin 9882.
Yeah, I'll get to that. Wisconsin 9882 in the event of a miss, right heading 270, climb maintain 3,000.
Okay, if we do miss 3,000, then I'll meet you at 270 heading Wisconsin 9882.
Demanding pilots say, this is what we need. We did have some holding to the north of the field from United 5250 from Chicago, but they've been cleared out, along with Air Wisconsin from Philadelphia on a CRJ 200. Then we see Delta right there, Airbus A320 from Minneapolis, Delta 2297 out the gate. So I have to say Mother Nature has been on my side today. Thank you very much. But more importantly, the good people of Grand Rapids and this wonderful pavilion have been on my side. Without them, I would probably be a little bit further away in the garage and probably a little more wet. So thanks again to the Grand Rapids Airport for this wonderful pavilion. And they have a community foundation. I don't know what the name is, but thanks to them, I'll have to go look at that for all those contributors. Yeah, so this is probably the largest plane that you'll see for regular commercial service into Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids Tower, SkyWest 5250 inbound, RNAV 17.
SkyWest 5250, Grand Rapids Tower, the wind is calm. Number 2, found traffic on a 2-mile final, runway 17, clear to land.
Number 217, clear to land, looking for traffic, SkyWest 5250.
Crest 5250, in the event of a missed approach, flighting 270, climb maintain 3,000.
270 and 3000, permit, SkyWest 5250.
Photobomb right there.
Wisconsin 9882, turn right at Bravo 2, right Bravo, ground point 8.
That is what we call some smooth operating right there. That was outstanding. Well, that's perfect timing, right? As that Airbus A220 leaves, that A321 heads towards the gate. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. ZRB Infidel Fireman. Missing the lightning and the storms to enjoy the last little bit of plane spotting. What a guy. Yeah, fivers. Fivers. Almost, that last landing almost looked like a four banger. But yeah, all fives. We had some holding. It's been a good day. Great broadcast. A lot of variety and some weather thrown in there. We even had James come in here, Infidel Fireman, James Minnie from Pittsburgh.
Quincy 97, sir.
When's the last plane that took off here on 17?
Oh, it's been, well, actually I can't even remember, but the weather down to the south is much better now, and you can expect immediate turnout to the west. That should be about it.
Okay, I was just going off of what someone said, a little wind shear on final here, but yeah, we're going to need immediate turn, and we'll give you a power if we get anything.
Got 5250 right on Bravo, ground pointing today.
Right on Bravo, ground point 8, Sky was 6250.
At Delta 2297, I've had no complaints on the final from the last 4 or 5 arrivals, and you ready to go 17 now?
No, we need just one more minute here, please.
Yeah, no problem at all. Just guys ready for Delta 2297.
Down the East Coast, Miami to Savannah. Well, if I had a computer, I would definitely do that, but everything's in storage. So there's that. And now I've got dueling CRJs. CRJ 200s from Air Wisconsin.
Tower, FedEx 713 Heavy with you, 5 miles out on the RNAV 17.
FedEx 713 Heavy, going up Parallel, wind calm.
It's like they're in unison turning. This is amazing.
Clear to land 17, FedEx 713.
FedEx 713 Heavy in the Venice Mist approach, right heading 270 and climb to 3000.
270 to 3000 on FedEx 713 Heavy.
That was cool. They like turned at the same time in unison. And here's our FedEx arrival.
Tower Delta 2297 is ready when you are.
Delta 2297, ground tower, roger, hold short, runway 17.
Hold short 17 Delta 2297.
All right, so our FedEx arrival is on final. We'll see if Southwest makes it before the battery dies. American 1576 should be on the ground. An Airbus A320 in about 20 minutes. So from Chicago Midway to Grand Rapids, it's, I want to say, just under 200 nautical miles, so less than 30 minutes. You should be out, off, on and in probably 40 minutes at most. Want to thank again James Many for his contribution, an Infidel Fireman yesterday, an ERB the other day. And if you'd like to contribute to the channel so we can continue streaming from great airports one by one, attracting more and more followers, you can do so via Super Chat, Super Like, or GoFundMe page.
Heavy turn right, Bravo 2, right, Bravo, ground point 8. Have a good day.
Bravo 2, right on Bravo, point 8, FedEx 713, have a good day.
Delta 2297, turn right, direct Badger, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Turn direct Badger, clear to take off 17, Delta 2297.
Nice. It's a good alternate, good solid alternate.
Grand Rapids Tower, good afternoon, citation. I'm sorry, jet share 834 is 2400, RNAV 17.
Jet share 834, Gannett Star, wind 170, correction 170 at 3, running 17, third lane.
Clear to land 17, jet share 834.
That's a nice, quick, easy way to get a shower from the jet blast. 30 seconds or less.
.2297, kind of greatly departure. See you later.
Artifact Delta 2297.
Get another Cessna 560 XL on final. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Encourage you to like and subscribe and share with your friends if they're new to the channel. I'm looking for quality plane spotting. A man who will take just about any type of weather. Remember when I was in some snowstorms earlier when I first started? Yes, that's right. I'm here for you. Yep, that was back in the day. I can still feel that wind across my face when it was like 25 and snowy in Salt Lake City.
240 tower, or 242 tower, where are you guys thinking for the water? Out to the southwest and around it, or around looping around to the north? Have you looked at it? Yeah, straight south isn't good for about 20 miles, but if you went out like southwest bound and then turn south maybe within 5 to 10 miles and then you go about 25 south, looks like then maybe you'd be able to get around to the east okay. Down to 6242, turn right, heading at 220, runway 17, your clear to take off.
Right heading 220, runway 17.
Good, Sherry, 34, make the right on Bravo and ground point 8 today.
Tower guy is pretty solid. Granted, he doesn't have as much traffic, but he's doing a good job. Give the tower guy high marks. So the tiny CRJ taking off.
Affirmative, right to 220.
Sure am. You betcha. I will definitely be streaming. I may do like a breakfast stream here and then head to Detroit for an evening stream. But we'll see. Whoops. I'm on the wrong thing for my camera. That's why I was out of focus.
Wisconsin 6242, contact Great Lakes departure.
Yeah, buddy. Big streaming action tomorrow. Better call your mom and tell her about it. I would love to fire the cameraman. If anybody would like to be the cameraman, I'd love it. Absolutely. And if you're new to the channel, welcome in. I am Pip. This is Pip's Planespotting live from Grand Rapids and Gerald R. Ford International Airport. I'm going to let that CRJ go by for a second and then catch up to it. Or not. Yep, definitely fire the cameraman. I'm sorry. Can anybody... Oh, so what's really interesting, as we look at the terminal there for Gerald R. Ford, we still got some light rain. Light precip still, some light showers. And you can tell the difference between the old terminal and the new terminal for sure. As I zoom in there. That's the old Gerald R4. It is now we've got some moderate precip again. I see Delta, or not Delta, I see American 1576 from Dallas Fort Worth, a little bit delayed on the ground in the next 7 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm looking for that Southwest flight. And there we go again with the heavy rain. It just can't escape us. There you go. This is what it's been like, Infidel. Got rain, and then a little break, more rain, and a little break, rain, and a little break, lightning, little break. But I am here for you, plane spotters. And thanks for being a part of my broadcast, every one of you. So that goes to Gary, Keegan, Infidel Fireman, ERB, Lisa, Chantel, Jamshed, Willington from Iran. Also, Gary, said Gary already. Clive, Daniel, all of you, thank you. James. Oh, look at that. We even got a little bit of sun, finally. Which I'm not going to complain about after being in Texas and Chicago yesterday. I'm not going to complain too much about not having the sun. I was like, this is kind of nice. I didn't see Andy. Is Andy in here? Nice to see the sun after a busy day of rain. Well, the Southwest flight to Grand Rapids did take off, so we'll see if we have battery life for this last arrival. Should be on the ground in 24 minutes. Like I said, about a half-hour flight. So if you guys want to come back in a half hour or in 20 minutes, that'll be our last arrival. See how much battery life we have here. Yeah, okay. So I think we can manage it if we're lucky. So hurry up, Southwest. Grand Rapids has flights until 1 a.m. this morning. From Atlanta's last arrival at 12:57 a.m. Well, that's indicative of how a legacy carrier operates, like Delta, American, United. So typically you have your hubs, right? But if you're like a legacy carrier and use the hub and spoke model, the planes, you usually start your planes at an outstation. There's not a lot of planes at the hub in the morning. So the first flight of the morning is typically the arrivals. That's why we have such huge arrival banks at DFW, Chicago, Atlanta, because they all start, a lot of the smaller jets start at an outstation, like a smaller city like Grand Rapids, for example. And then they go to the hub for the first flight of the day. We're here at Grand Rapids Airport in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Which is, if I am not incorrect, Grand Rapids is the second largest city in Michigan. Oh, Legitimate Aviation. Legitimate Aviation was on here too. Made some good suggestions. WestJess also. No. Hey! There's Andy. How about that? What's up, Andy? We've been in thunderstorms here in Grand Rapids. Here in northwest Michigan. I like the area. You know, it's not a giant city, but it's got everything you need. I like cities like this. Greensboro's another city that reminds me of it. That is correct. Yeah, so let's take out, forgot to put the METAR up there. Thanks for the reminder. Latest METAR. This was done, let's see, 2317. Done a little bit ago. Let's put that up regardless.
Move tower, American 1576 on the final. We're on 17.
American 1576, go to tower, hello, wind 1605, runway 17, clear to land.
7917.
Didn't quite know what he was flying to and his approach. Yeah, it's been that kind of day, I bet, for him. So we're flying the RNAV. And Infidel Firemen, you see the piece of cement closest to us. There is actually runway 826. That's been closed for a couple weeks for, I guess they're doing some work. Don't know exactly what. But the only runway we have for the commercial operations is 1735, which is actually good. It's further away, but we know exactly where all the planes are arriving.
Direct Gipper, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Here's the little Honda Jet ERB, the HA420, manufactured in Greensboro, North Carolina. The granddaughters, Beagle. Very nice ERB.
Whiskey Sierra County Greeley departure, direct tip or see you later.
Thank you, sir. See you later. Thank you.
Here is American 1576. Yep, we're starting to get the sun out here to the west. ERB, finally have some clearing. Airbus A320 from American. From DFW, this actually used to be an Embraer E175 route because I remember planning flights for DFW to Grand Rapids.
And 76, turn right at Bravo 2, right Bravo, ground point 8.
Hey, Bravo 2, Bravo, ground point 8, right, 15 seconds.
So we're waiting on that southwest flight. That'll be the last flight of the evening for the broadcast. There you go. You see the terminal. This constructed 8 new gates you see there. Constructed back in 2000, completed in 2021, 22. Dude, this has been the best broadcast in a long time. I mean, Dallas was really good too, but technical issues, 0. Weather, interesting. A little bit challenging, but we had this nice roof over our head. Infidel Fireman, this is the best, and Andy, who just joined us, this is probably one of the top 3 airports to plane spot at, because they have this little pavilion that has a roof over my head, and also bathrooms and a water fountain. Some nice wildflowers. But again, most importantly, a roof over my head. Pretty awesome. So, yeah. Definitely highly recommend. I know it's not the nonstop busy of some of our large airports, but you know what? There are a lot of people who fly in and out of this airport and airports like this. So, pretty cool. Yeah, there is a bathroom. That's what I was just saying. All right, Southwest 332. Hurry up, man. My battery's on its last leg here, and looks like you are taking your sweet time as you just crossed over Lake Michigan into Grand Rapids. That's a nice shot right there. Yeah, it's awesome. Very awesome. Yep. Thank you very much for the keep an eye on that, ERB. So I forgot to hit the start record button. So I don't know if I'll have in case you missed this, to recap. So I'm kind of upset about that. But I'll have to figure out a way. So don't know if I'll have the episode, but for sure I'll remember to for Detroit tomorrow. 100%. One more arrival is what we're looking at tonight before we head out. From Midway, it's a little bit delayed. Chicago Midway, Southwest flight number 332. 737-700. Again, airlines that fly to Grand Rapids are American, United, Delta, of course, the legacy carriers. Then it's Allegiant, Frontier, Southwest. Leftover pizza and cold beer. I don't know what I'm going to have, but I speaking of that, I was just thinking about looking up, staying at one of the local hotels here, seeing what's close by. There's Office Max. They don't really serve any food. There's an Olive Garden. Burger King. Burger King could possibly get the job done. There's Arby's nearby. I have to think about that one. Something quick. Won't eat too much. Don't want to be up all night. Oh, I do see a Chick-fil-A there. Maybe I'll just get a quick 8 nuggets. Good night to everybody who logged on. Thanks for being a part of the broadcast. It's a great broadcast. Wrapping up here in the next little bit, but we have one more Southwest arrival we are waiting on, and thank you for the likes. It's been a great show. We've had thunderstorms, lightning roll through. A lot of different aircraft. Great weather. Lentil with sausage and rice, good choice. Probably just go with the 8-count nugget, unless something really catches me. I don't want to be up late. I want to be up tomorrow morning early and get rolling. Detroit's probably a 3-hour drive, so don't want to stay too long. Speaking of which, Tacos. Delicious. Southwest is in 8,000 feet. Speaking of that, I'm going to place my order for pickup. So I've determined that the number one reason why people come to this is plane spotting, but the number two reason is to use the bathroom, because I've seen dozens of people here just to use the bathroom, and I don't know if that means there's no gas station nearby or whatnot, but I thought that was hilarious. Also, I didn't see a gas station, so marketing opportunity. Yeah, it's nice to have the sun out. It's great. Starting to warm up now. When I get to bed or get there, I'm going to bed, calling it good. This is the only place I know of that has a bathroom for plane spotting, and a pavilion. So I can't blame them. Now, if you were to go to In-N-Out in Los Angeles, there you go, you got something to eat too. But this is a pretty sweet thing they have going on. Yeah, I did. I don't know. They're both 80s, so they may not have mentioned it. So I'll have to ask them. Actually, ERB. It's a good point. I have to remind them of stuff, and I'm sure your dad, who's almost 90, you probably know that too. 5 minutes counting for Southwest. Should hear him on the tower momentarily.
With you on RNAV 217.
Southwest 332, Grand Rapids Tower, wind calm, runway 17, clear to land.
Clear to land 17, Southwest 332.
Well, there you go. Nice timing, Southwest. And I can see them 5 miles away. Again, for everybody tuning in, welcome. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 56. We are headed to Detroit tomorrow for some evening live streaming, hopefully. The weather and winds will cooperate. We would want the winds out of the south, it looks like, or the north. But regardless, yeah, that's what we want. I know, it's a big birthday for your dad. Very exciting. Yep. Gonna stay in a hotel, Kagan. And then stay with family the rest of the time in the Chicago area. .332 Southwest. That was on my phone. Sorry, that was my phone. ERB with the Mission Impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 56 from Gerald R. Ford, Grand Rapids International Airport. What a fantastic show we've had today. Thanks to everybody again who tuned in, including ERB, Andy Taylor, Infidel Fireman, Gary Kagan, also Legitimate Aviation, Chantel, WestJess 30, and also Jam Shed, can't forget about him, and Brody. So everybody else who was part of the show today, thank you so much. But that's going to do it for the show as the sun finally comes out in all its glory here at 7:42 local time. So I'm going to get some rest, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll head to Detroit in the evening, and we'll get you an exact time. More like, unlike today, I wasn't sure with the weather, but the weather, thanks to this beautiful facility for Grand Rapids and the donations that came in. But for now, this is Pip's Planespotting Live, saying we do three things on here. We do educating, elevating, and entertaining content about aviation. And thank you so much, Adam, as always. Look forward to it. Yeah, and I'm excited for Detroit and can't wait. So we'll talk to you soon. Everybody have a safe night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow with